You can't see or smell it, but health officials say radon is present in more than 40% of Minnesota homes.
Professionals and companies that measure and mitigate for radon play an important role in keeping people safe. But as DELANE Cleveland reports, a new law passed by the state legislature last year has some industry experts trying to fight back.
There is hope. If we all work together, we can make a difference.
Friday morning at the Maple Grove Government Center.
It's not all doom and gloom, guys. There is hope.
A group of contractors, home inspectors, and people representing building associations.
I don't know whether there were good intentions or not. I don't have all the background. The background is somewhat invisible to me.
Gathered to learn more about the 2015 Minnesota Radon Licensing Act.
What we're up against is a huge increase in cost.
It gives the state health department the authority to write rules and enforce laws related to the radon industry.
Nobody disagrees that some sort of regulation is needed. It's the question of what and how much the licensing should cost and who should be responsible for it.
Mike Hogenson is president of Standard Water Control Systems in Crystal. He says that the fees associated with the new law would be costly.
This law is requiring that my company would have a $500 license, then my employees each would have to have a $500 license. For the first year, it would cost my company $60,000 to comply with this law. That's outrageous.
Making matters worse for the people at this meeting.
How this bill became law last session was really discouraging.
Is that the legislature passed the bill without going through the normal process.
This process where things are put into an omnibus bill at the last second without both chambers having the opportunity to hear it should not happen.
But happen, it did. Now the hope of most of the people here is that they'll be able to weigh in during the legislative session to repeal the law and replace it with one that has less expensive fees.
My concern is with this law is that the costs would skyrocket and then people wouldn't be able to afford or wouldn't test their home and making a decision, a financial decision instead of a healthy decision.
Today I spoke to an official from the Minnesota Department of Health who says that one of the main reasons they wanted the law passed is because they were seeing a lot of shoddy workmanship on radon mitigation systems. He said the fees are necessary to pay for the resources to enforce the law and inspect the work being done. But they're working with businesses to help reduce some of those costs.